Why run into a player when you can run into space, says Keegan Daniel. It's a philosophy that's seen this former SA Under-21 Player of the Year get the better of forwards far bigger than he is. Of his 189 caps for the Sharks, 53 have been as captain.
That's an interesting exercise. It looks very dangerous.
Yeah, something new. Probably wouldn't have seen that too often. Some of the viewers might think that it's not controlled enough, but what we try and do here is produce as much force as possible and as quickly as possible. And the machine over here will measure the amount of force that I produce. At the end of the day, we're trying to make athletes as explosive as possible, for the game and the scenarios that we'll face.
It doesn't look easy, but that's... No, that's not easy at all. Keegan, did you ever think growing up on a farm playing rugby barefoot as a kid that you'd be here? Kings Park Stadium, it's the Sharks gym, you're captaining the franchise and you're following in the footsteps of the great John Smith. Yeah,
there are times that it's pretty surreal. I mean, to be honest with you, as a young guy starting to play rugby, it was all about the fun and the love of the game, and I can honestly say that it's still about that, except with a couple more responsibilities, which I'm loving. I never thought that when I came to Durban in 2004, that 10 years later I'd be captaining a franchise such as the Sharks. So it's been a massive honour and privilege, and I'm growing from year to year and look forward to what the future holds.
Which won't include much time relaxing in his new home. Every day there's gym, a forward session, Pilates, time with the team psychologist, strategy, physio, more training, and then he gets home.
Welcome, pal.
Nice. So someone who's been here 2 weeks, you've done a lot with the place, eh?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, this area is looking a little bit neater and respectable. But as you can see, still got quite a few boxes to unpack.
I like what you got going with the boxes there, that moved in look.
I'm still trying to sort things out, but when you move, you find out you've got a lot of junk and a lot of things to sort out. But the outside area's got quite a nice view.
Beautiful view from
it's quite neat. Can I grab you something to drink before?
Yeah, I'm going to go check out the view. I'll have some water, please.
Okay, 100%.
In the winter in Durban, it's around 23 degrees, and that's just what the captain ordered.
Didn't take too long for the shoes to come off. You're obviously still a bit of a farm boy at heart.
Yeah, I still am, 6 years spent on the farm, starting in Jeffreys Bay and, ending off just outside of Freesburg in the Free State. So, used to running around barefoot on the farm, and it's what I do at home. Kick the shoes off, put the feet up after a long day at work.
2004, you moved to Durban. It's been nearly 10 years now.
Yeah, it's been a good 10 years. I've been very blessed at the Sharks and, what's happened to me here in Durban. And let's be honest, we can't complain too much with this kind of a winter weather that we have here.
Well, I've actually got a bit of a complaint because I was expecting a Durban winter.
Yeah.
And I've got my long pants on. Is there a pool somewhere there to cool off?
I do have a pool, but I'll let you be the judge of that.
Okay, let's check it out.
There we go, pal. There it is. What do you think?
That's not a swimming pool.
It's more a recovery pool than anything. I mean, we're going to relax.
We're not going to fit in there,
no,
so there's got to be other ways in Durban to cool down.
There are quite a few ways.
That we're going to have to explore.
Let's go find a couple more.
Yeah.
It's year-round adrenaline at the Wave House Supertubes, where we appeared to have found a chink in the armor of the invincible Mr. Daniel.
Giggs, you're looking a little bit nervous up here, walking up those steps, eh?
Yeah, I don't know, the heart was going to be a factor today. I'm not the bravest when it comes to these kind of things, but I'm surviving so far.
Listen, dude, I was a bit nervous about my Joburg tan coming to Durban. I thought you would outshine me here, but it's completely the opposite. What's the story here, man? You're a bit white there, eh?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I get a lot of flack from my teammates about the same thing. I knew it was going to happen. Didn't have enough time to go for the spray tan type thing, so I thought it'd just be al natural.
Dude, you got no tattoos, which is very strange for a rugby player because they're normally covered.
A couple of regular guys love a tattoo or two. I'm still working on the design at the moment. It's been about 9 years.
9 years
so I'm getting a little bit braver. So maybe one day I'll be able to get that.
You've got to have your heart broken a couple of times before you.
And a story.
Yeah, we won't spend too much time up here. Let's get down there because he's looking really nervous
100%.
at the moment. Yeah.
Besides his anxiety, our guest made another admission that at school he was far better at cricket than rugby. But his passion for the running rough and tumble proved greater than his cricketing skills and gave South Africa a player that Springbok coach Heineke Meyer rates as having real X-factor.
That looks quick.
Looks pretty quick, but exciting at the same time.
I know how hyper-competitive you are in the field, so I'm a little bit scared to take you on here, but you're up for a race.
I'm up for a race, but I noticed you got the shark on the shorts, so I'm going to be a little bit lenient. Maybe not, because I'm pretty competitive. I always have been, but I'm quite excited to take on this race.
I'm a little bit less scared now, so now let's do it.
Alrighty.
Keegan's mobility, ball skills and terrier-like qualities at the breakdown were of absolutely no value to him here.
That was a tie. I think that was pretty much a goal. That was all that ball in it. I guess it was a close one, brother. We're going to have to call that one a draw, eh?
Yeah, well, close one.
I know you're a competitive guy, but you're going to have to take me on in something else.
I'm sure we're going to find something else we can compete at.
Cool,
Good one. Good fun.
1-1. 1-1.
Another plus about living here is having access to Durban Country Club, where he indulges his favorite pastime.
Keegs, what's with the fascination with golf? Because you ask any professional sportsman what their favorite sport is. It doesn't matter if they play rugby or cricket, they'll always say golf.
Yeah, I think it's twofold. You know, getting out there and spending a couple of hours with your mates, and I think secondly, just the competition between the four guys. You know, you play 18 rounds of golf, and then I think just a quiet beverage afterwards.
Keegan, it's clear from your place that you are a bachelor right now. There's no special lady in your life, because she would have probably helped you clean that place up.
Not at the moment. Working on it, you know. It's been a while, but you must be honest. I mean, it looks pretty good for a bachelor.
I know all the female viewers are sitting there right now and asking themselves, what can we do to impress Keegan Daniel?
You know, being a bachelor, you don't cook too much yourself, you know. So if you can provide me with a good meal, then I'll be a happy man.
And they've got to be able to play golf.
And, well, not really. I think golf's more boy time, you know. I mean, time with the guys, you know. I mean, you got to separate that a little bit. Yeah.
I've only played golf once in my life, so you're going to have to give me a couple of pointers here.
Thank goodness we're just putting, so we're starting basic. It's very much just a pendulum type of swing, you know. So you're just staying in that arc. It's very much a rhythm thing.
Not bad, eh?
Very good, well done. Well, probably coaching as well.
I'm glad we got that on camera, because it's never going to happen again. So
that was a phenomenal shot. I haven't seen that in a while.
Your turn.
My turn.
You need to get it in one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll win.
As for rugby, Keegan can't wait to turn the Shark Tank's new dawn into points on the board.